Hey everybody, it's been a while, but welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing something a little different. We are going to be praising, critiquing, and all around discussing some of your favorite Pokemon series. Now we're only focusing on the ones that include Ash, because frankly I think we can both agree that the other ones don't deserve a mention at all.
No, they do not.
Um,
You're absolutely right.
so we've got our, obviously everyone knows the picks here. We've got Kanto, we've got Johto, we've got Hoenn region, we've got the Sinnoh region, we've got Unova, we've got Kalos, we've got Alola, and we have everyone's most recent Journeys, which is supposed to be Galar, but it's just everything, I
Right.
guess.
Right. And this will
Which is
be. Yep.
stupid.
And this. Anyways, let's go ahead and get
Yes.
started, right? All right.
Yeah, let's do it. Are we starting at the very first series, or are we just starting with whatever picture you have first?
Oh, we're just gonna start with whatever picture I have first. First one
Okay.
first is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
S.
That. Are you sure it's S tier?
S.
Are you sure it's S tier, bro? I don't think it's S
S.
tier, bro.
I
There's no
look,
way.
look.
There's
First
no
of all, look
way.
at your picture. Look at your picture. Has Ash ever had a better rival than Paul?
No, Ash has not had. Paul is by far. Paul and Gary are by far the best rivals. But honestly, if you look at the, I'm gonna say, Diamond and Pearl is top A, not even S, bro. There's no way.
But in which of these series has Ash ever evolved more as a trainer himself?
Okay, that's true. But like, dude, in this series itself, they did Turtwig so dirty. Remember that? Remember
What
when,
do you mean?
dude?
Okay.
If you remember, if you go back when Turtwig evolved into Groudle, and then
Yes.
Groudle is struggling to like, because when Groudle was still Turtwig, he was very fast, but when he evolved into Groudle Torterra, he became very slow and bulky. And then when he evolved into Torterra, all the fights that Torterra has been in, he lost. They did Torterra so dirty in this anime. The only thing for me, the reason why it's not an S tier is because the most memorable things for me is probably gonna be Paul and Chimchar and their relationship with Ash. That's all it is. And I will say the Pokemon design is pretty cool too, but I don't know. But
Okay. I agree. I agree with you. The Pokemon designs are pretty peak in this one. But putting aside the fact that they look good, how many different types of situations were in this show that never showed up in the other ones? We witnessed literal borderline Pokemon abuse and staving from said abuse. We witnessed frickin', breakdowns for multiple characters. Like, this show brought it all. Also, side point. The evil villain organization of this one is probably one of the best, if not the best, evil organization that
okay.
Pokemon has ever come up with.
I mean, I get, yeah, okay, I can see that because with Team Galactic, they actually showed them, actually trying to conquer the world, and they did. We don't know it, but I guess they kind of
Like,
killed.
like,
Go ahead.
yeah. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't finished this series. They literally showed the leader of Team Galactic sacrificing himself
Yeah.
because he didn't want to live in this world
Oh,
anymore.
okay. 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 You made your point. We will go on to the next one. I will put this one in S tier. I personally don't think it's S tier, top A tier, but I'll put it up there, and we'll just kind of meet in the middle. So like,
All right, would it
bottom S
make
tier.
it better if I considered it a low S?
Yeah, that's fine. Like,
All right, we'll
bottom S
consider
tier.
this a low
Okay.
S.
Next one we have on the list is Johto.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me your argument for this one because this is one of the ones where I only watched like 2 of the 3 seasons that were part of the Johto journeys, so I didn't actually finish it per se. But I watched enough of it to get a good idea of where it was going.
Honestly, Johto is like mid. It's not great. It's not good. It's not like, it's not bad. It's not great. It's just like, it's just, it's mid.
Well, and here's the thing too. Like, I watched almost 2 whole seasons of this, and I don't even remember what most of Ash's team was.
No, yeah, same here.
That's how forgettable it is. I'm sorry for anyone who disagrees,
Yeah.
but that's just how it comes across. And
I,
like,
yeah, Joshua was just mid. Probably like a C then. We'll put him in C.
yeah, I'd give it a C. Generously, like a high C, maybe, but
No, yeah, maybe. Okay. Next one is XY. Now,
okay.
I do have some things I do love about XY, but there are some things that XY that I don't like. Personally, I don't really like the side characters except for Serena. Clement's okay. Bonnie's really annoying. They were trying to make another Max, but I think XY is probably like a B tier. Just because I love the Pokemon designs. Nothing really too the animations, like the battle animations, were like phenomenal in this one.
Yes, that's something I was gonna bring up if you didn't. This is the first series that really took a step up with the battle animations.
Yes, yeah, phenomenal in this one. Froakie, like everybody loves Froakie. I love Froakie, and but I will say though, towards the end when Froakie had to leave because apparently they have to, Froakie still has to kill all the bad plant roots, whatever. That's the dumbest thing
I
ever.
don't think he killed the bad animals.
No,
Also, they're called Pokemon.
whatever, bro. The end pissed me off. You know, nobody was happy with Ash releasing Greninja like that, especially when
It was literally a Pidgeot moment.
It was. It basically
Where he was like, "Oh, okay, you'd be happier here, and you have stuff to do. Okay, bye forever."
right.
We know he didn't go back.
Yeah.
Like,
Otherwise,
or-
what else does the anime have for it to go higher? Otherwise, it's just, I'm thinking it's B tier, but
I mean, looking at it, I would say that his rival, in my opinion, is a fairly close second to Paul. I think.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
God, what's his name? It's
Alan, something like that, right? Is it?
something like that. Yes, but him and his Pokemon team and them fighting in the finals like they did.
Oh shit.
It was a very good rival for Ash to test his skills against. Probably one of the best ones that they put in since Paul.
True. That one is really good because what Ash actually lost to somebody that we as the viewer knew compared to Diamond and Pearl when Ash just lost to some random dude who so happens to have a Latios and a fucking Darkrai at the end there. That was kind of like just out of nowhere.
Right, or what was the one? Was it the Hoenn region where he lost in the tournament to like a random guy with like a swashbuckling Meowth or whatever? And it was like, what are you?
Oh yeah, or that too. Right. Okay, all right. Given that, yeah, even though Alon didn't appear until later in the season, I think his rivalry and just the battle animations alone really made that like maybe I'll put it in like A tier then, just because it's
But
really good.
let's be careful because there's also the whole reason that it had a final season was because of a little thing called Squishy. I hated him.
I didn't mind Squishy. Squishy was okay.
I didn't like Squishy. He was a pain in the butt to have around. Didn't really do anything until the very end, and then at the very end all he did was get mind control problems and almost obliterate a town. But like,
okay, so then high B then, just like a high B if anything.
I would give it a high B,
High B.
unfortunately, just because they took that legendary and they didn't really do what I wanted them to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. Squishy was okay. I didn't mind Squishy, but he is kind of forgettable. All right, on to the next one. Pokemon Advance, or known as Pokemon Hoenn. Pokemon Hoenn.
I will only accept a high A or a low S on this one.
What? What are you on about? Okay, hey,
Like,
give me your reasons why this should be low S or high A. Give me your reasons.
May.
May?
Just May.
Just May? Okay, bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop Kevin on that, bro.
All right,
May?
all right, all
There's
right.
no
I'm,
way,
I'm
May.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not the only reason. It's not the only reason. I say it's a low A or high S based off of two things.
Okay.
One, I think that the Hoenn region was some of Team Rocket's best work as characters and as like the schemes and stuff that they did in this show was a lot more creative than I saw in the shows before it. I think Diamond and Pearl got close to that same, but it was very enjoyable watching the villain's point of view on this.
Okay, yeah.
The other thing is this is the series that brought us through the Battle Frontier.
I mean, the Battle Frontier was pretty dope, I guess.
And Ash got to bring back his Charizard for one of those battles.
Bro, but Ash
which was
brings
cool
back
to
those...
see him fight a legendary.
Okay.
So
But Ash brings
There
back
was
his
that.
Charizard like almost every single season afterwards. You know, he's like, oh,
Pretty much, but this one was nice because he only did it for that first Battle Frontier battle and then again at the very end. Like, he didn't keep him around the whole time, which was nice. He stuck to his team for the most part.
true. I mean, okay, I will. You do make some really good points. I won't put this in S tier because I don't think it deserves S tier. There's not too much, in my opinion, that makes it
Okay.
worthy of S tier. But I will put it in A tier. This will be our first A tier one.
All right.
That's
I am okay with that.
All right.
That is fine.
All right, next one.
Oh,
Pokemon
God.
Journeys. Honest, okay, I will say this. I know you
Oh.
didn't. I know you didn't finish it, but I did, and this is a D. Oh no, actually no. I lied. A low C, and I'm being extra. And the only reason why it's not a D is because of the battle between Ash and Leon and all of Ash's battle. If it was just nothing but Ash, like every time I would watch this Pokemon Journeys and I see Ash on the screen and his battle and stuff, I'm locked in and I'm watching it. But then if we get to Go or the female side character, oh, she's so forgettable and she's not my favorite at all. I forget what her name is.
I'm sorry, but there's so many things, including what you're saying, that are wrong with this. Let's go through a few of them, shall we?
Yeah.
1, traveling companions. He has none.
No, he does.
Let's be honest.
No, he has Go.
No. The only reason Go is there is because they live in the same freaking house.
I guess
That's
so,
the only
like,
reason. Go didn't leave the house and go on like a year-long journey. They just leave the house every once in a while and then go back home afterwards. This is not a traveling companion. This is just a friend that happens to be nearby.
I guess so. Like, okay, if you put it in terms of that, I guess that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
2, everything about Go sucks.
Go does suck.
Catching one of every type of Pokemon
I hate
is
Go
things
as a
that we
character.
don't even want to do nowadays playing the video games.
Only
Why
if-
do you think we'd want to watch someone in the anime do it?
Hey, only if you want a shiny hunt, so you get the shiny charm. But otherwise, no. You were absolutely right. Usually, if you were to play the Pokemon games or whatever, you don't want to catch them all just because it's super annoying. This whole anime is so full of fillers. You can honestly skip like 85% to 90% of this anime, and you will still know what's going on. Like, it's not that hard to
Oh,
watch.
also,
at all.
one more thing that pissed me off about this from the very beginning. This anime is such a slap in the face to Pokemon Go, it's not even funny.
Oh, it is. Oh,
In
100%.
Pokemon Go, it takes luck and a little amount of skill to catch some of the harder Pokemon. This 10-year-old cheating piece of garbage can throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon and get it in one go, even a freaking legendary sometimes. That's not how it works. You have to battle the thing. You have to
Yep.
catch it afterwards. You can't just throw a thing at it and make it work.
That is one of my issues is when Go just has a random Suicune in this like enclosed space, and I'm just like, you just have a Suicune, bro. Like this dude literally just caught a Suicune, and now it's just there, and I'm like, what? How? What?
Exactly.
Whatever.
This is shameless.
Yeah.
Throw it
Oh.
in D.
But hey, I will say though, hey, but on some good sides, Ash caught Gengar, he caught a
True.
Dragonite, caught who else? Actually,
He didn't hatch a Riolu.
Oh yeah. He hatched a Riolu, which we eventually got a Lucario. So they went back and did a lot of good things by like, hey, that Riolu that Ash had in one of those like later seasons, he eventually has it again in Journeys, and now he has a Lucario. They went back and did a lot of that stuff, but all of that good things about Ash does not make up for Go, this, and all the other side characters because it was just bad, and all the fillers and everything, and it was just this.
The episodes with fillers and Go specific stuff outweighed Ash's stuff all the way up
So
until
much.
the end.
Yeah, there were so many fillers. You can just skip so many, and it's just it won't matter. All right, we'll go ahead and put this
Oh, yeah.
in like what?
Give it a D.
Give it a D. All right,
It does not deserve a C.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Even though the ending is so hype and the battle is so hype, everything else is
But you
bleeding.
have to suffer through the other two seasons to get there.
Yes, that's true. You suffer and you reap the rewards, but the rewards is just not enough. All right,
No,
Sun and
most people gave up before that reward showed
Yeah, that's
up.
true. That is true. Okay, Sun and Moon. When Sun and Moon first came out, a lot of people hated on this thing because of the animation, and to be honest, I did too until I watched it for this video. Honestly, I enjoyed Sun and Moon quite a bit. I personally would put Sun and Moon in S tier just because it's like this slice of life anime, and every time you watch it, it's fun. You know, everything that they do is fun, and a lot of the side characters are actually pretty good too. The only one that I do kind of have an issue with would be Lily. Otherwise, everything else is pretty good in my opinion.
All right, Alola region. This one has, to be fair, this one has some of my favorite Pokemon in it. Shout out to my boys Rowlet and Mimikyu.
There's no.
But
Okay.
There are some things that could have been changed. One of the things I did not like is Team Rocket's new blast off.
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I thought it was fine. I didn't mind it too much.
I thought it was horrible. I hated
I
that fucking bear.
you hated Beware. I didn't mind Beware. I just wish, like, I don't know, but like I don't know, like I said, it was a fun show. You know, like every fire type Pokemon that Ash gets, like Litton's backstory was very sad. Rockruffs and every Pokemon. Hey, don't forget to mention every one of Ash's Pokemon were super personal. Like Rowlet was super cute, and anytime you see him on the screen, you would just smile. Litten from Ash catching him, like Litten losing his master to becoming like Incineroar was really cool. Rockruff literally in a what is it, like a fight, like an underground.
The rock type.
Oh, I know that, but like Rockruff going to underground fights to become stronger, and then we getting a dust form of Rockruff, that was really cool too. Melmetal was pretty cool. Poipole was pretty cool too. Like all those Pokemons were very personal, and I was attached to almost every character and every one of Ash's Pokemon throughout the whole series.
Uh-huh.
And that was just me. But like I said, there are some issues with this anime, such as Lily. Lily at first was very tolerable, and then once we get to the scene where once we get to the island where we see Lily's mother and stuff, Lily just becomes a little bitch. She complains and whines about her mother, even though her mother is trying her best, parent and stuff. Lily's just like, you don't love me, you don't care for me, all you do is you want to love these other. I'm like, Lily, shut the fuck up. You are so annoying. You were probably the second worst female character.
And didn't they save Lily's mom by Lily saying that she hated her mother?
I don't know. I don't remember that part. I kind of just back in my mind. Lily just was a character I just didn't care for. She was okay in the beginning.
All right, so back to where we're putting this.
Okay, I want to put this in S tier. Where would you like to put this?
I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Okay.
Throw that shit in S tier.
Okay. We will. Do you want to? We will throw it right here. Right here.
Yes, and here's one of the main reasons why I agree with almost everything you said. I was just playing it off like I hated it. This is the series that I've rewatched and re-listened to the most out of all of them.
Yeah, dude, it's good. Like, it's fun.
But the main reason that this thing is so good, in my opinion,
if you say Mimikyu,
it's the Z move component. I love being able to take your favorite Pokemon type and just have a secret move for it, type of thing. Like, if I was in that universe, I would go find I'd go find a Darkinium Z. I'd go find the Ghost type one. I would use those so much. Like, it looks so cool to just have a little like watch band on you that you can just put little gems in and just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For me, it wasn't really much the Z crystals. Crystals. It was more like just Ash's Pokemon. Like I was. Just
also, I still love that they did the Island Kahuna challenges.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Instead of gym battles, but they kept the same principle. Like they didn't change it too much.
Yeah.
Like you still had to beat leaders of stuff, and they had specific types they worked with still, and all this stuff. I love how they deviated from the gym leader thing, but not by too much.
At the end of the day, it still felt very like similar, that feeling.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyways, after that, we will go ahead and move on to the OG Pokemon Indigo League, or Pokemon Kanto. I'm gonna say this: we're gonna have to put Kanto in A tier, just because there's just too much. Like Kanto had to walk so that everything else had to run. If that makes sense.
I think it should be a B.
B.
But
right, explain.
There is one thing that may or may not push me to say
A. Okay, do it.
Ash, in these first couple seasons, is the absolute sassiest motherfucker you could ever hope to meet.
That's what makes it great, because he's a novice.
For all of you watching right now, if you haven't looked up Ash being a sarcastic asshole on YouTube or anything and not watch the 7-minute compilation of him roasting the crap out of anyone that comes into his vicinity, it is hilarious.
Bro, even the Pokédex was roasting Ash in the first couple episodes.
Yeah, but this isn't a forest. It's an open field.
It also comes out into open fields to steal food from stupid travelers.
That means I'm stupid?
Absolutely. And then
It's so
the amount of times, like literally in the first few episodes, he literally just sits there and gawks over a girl's picture
bro.
with Brock. And it's like, yo, he's looking for something. And then 2 episodes later, Misty goes, oh, if you're looking for something pretty, just turn around. And he's like, only one of us can hallucinate at a time, Misty. That is
Bro,
hilarious.
What are you talking about, Brock? I don't see any beautiful girl.
Just turn around.
Misty, please, only one of us can hallucinate at a time.
Dude, it's why it's so great. There are so many moments in Pokemon Kanto that everyone just remembers and just has really fond memories of, where it just makes it so great. And also, like, remember when the 4Kids dub, like, learning that the 4Kids dub did a lot of voice dubbing that was just really wrong, like calling a rice ball a donut.
Have a donut. That always cheers me up. Pika pika.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Stuff like that. It just makes makes it super like memorable, and I love it. And all the Pokemons are.
It does.
And all the Pokemons are super likable, you know. And I don't know. I think A tier. I think this. I think this deserves.
I will give it A tier because of Ash.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna say this. I think this deserves to be in front of Advance.
I don't agree with you.
Bro.
I don't agree with you.
Bro, you literally just told me that in Kanto, they had some of the most memorable and some of the most sassiest Ash moments that you could ever get.
Let's rewind for a second. I believe I told you that I would be willing to bump it up to A because of that reason. I did not say it was good enough to put it in the front of the A category. Now,
What is wrong with that? Why can't it be like in front of the A?
And I'll give you a reason why. Because remember when I said that some of my most memorable Team Rocket moments are from the Hoenn region?
Yeah, okay.
Team Rocket in the very first series, I hated them. I hated them. And they gave James a crappy voice for like 15 episodes before the one that we all know and love today. And because of that, it knocks it down a little bit for me.
What?
Yep.
No way.
And in that respect, I would still put it in A, but I would not put it in front of the Hoenn region.
Wait, fine, okay, all right. How about I make you happy and I'll make me happy? I'll put it A right here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do.
Oh fuck, dude, I wanted. I personally still believe Kanto is just better, but you know, whatever. We're here to be friends, not enemies.
Based off the list that we have here, we'll just have to agree to disagree. There's no real way for us to differentiate it.
Last but not least, Pokemon Black and White. Immediately, I'm gonna say this right now. D tier, F tier, as Z tier. It is the worst one ever.
You know, I was ready to give it like a couple hints of praise, but as soon as you said D tier, I just realized there's more problems that I just remembered about it that trump those good things. Here's one of them. The Alola region is guilty of this too. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The Unova and the Alola regions are both the series where Pokemon tried to rewrite Ash from scratch. They tried to get rid of all of his past memories and all of that crap and rewrite him all over again.
Okay, but
they tried to give. You don't know that?
No, I know. Okay, I know that. But Black and White was worse at it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Alola and Black and White are both guilty of the we're trying to reboot Ash thing. But Alola decided to bring back his memories and stuff sooner, like within the first episode. When Ash says in the Alola one, he tells the students, yeah, I've caught some Tauros before after he gets stampeded by him. Right there. The rebooted Ash, out the window. This is the same Ash. Black and White, it takes like over half of the entire series for any memories of the past of Ash to surface and prove to people that it's not a rebooted Ash. Until that point, Black and White treated him like a stupid 10-year-old that didn't know what he was doing.
True. And then we can't forget the side characters. The only one that was decent out of all of them was Clement. Iris is super annoying. She is by far the worst female character I have ever.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Siren, not Clement.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Siren. Siren is the best. Clement is from Unova. Thank you. Siren is probably the best character out of the whole show. That's one of Ash's traveling companion. Iris is the worst female character Pokemon has ever created because she is so annoying and her stupid little catchphrase, You're such a little kid is the most stupid and annoying thing she can ever say.
You act like a little kid.
And then Trent, the wannabe Gary
Oh my
Paul,
gosh.
he is the worst
was
rival
so-
ever. He is.
I'm sorry. Making Trent was Pokemon's horrible attempt of making another Paul because they knew Paul did well as a rival, and they were like, "Oh, we can do that again." No, you couldn't. You actually failed at it very hard.
Because with Gary, he is an asshole, but at least he was better. But in Diamond and Pearl with Paul, they made him so extremely abusive that towards the end, when he finally gets his character growth, you actually kind of feel like better for him. And then when you look at Trent, he's like the Timu version of Paul, or the worst version of Gary. He's just there. He's an asshole, and he slightly changes. But you look at him,
The worst thing Trent ever did was say Ash came from the boonies.
Yeah, Trent is just the worst rival ever. Like every time I see Trent on the screen, I'm just like, why are you even here?
Oh,
who
and
thought?
here's another problem. The rival thing, yes, absolute garbage. Side character thing, yeah, they're absolute garbage. Even Silent, Pokemon connoisseur, really? Who gives a shit? But the worst part, in my opinion, of this show is how they tried to make Team Rocket serious.
Bro, Team Rocket, oh my god. I was wondering how long would it take for Team Rocket to start doing their goofy little thing, and it took, I don't know how many
It took
episodes.
almost 2 full seasons for them to stop that crap and throw away those black outfits of theirs and go back to their normal hijinks.
They tried to make Diamond and Pearl was edgy. They tried to make it even edgier, and it just failed. And on top of that, all of Ash's Pokemon, this is the one season, I think this might, what people might correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the one season where Ash catches so many Pokemon and evolves so little of them. He catches the 3 Unova starters, and
And
farthest
only one of them evolved.
but he evolves to his second stage. Pignite becomes Tepig becomes Pignite, and that's it. Not even
Yeah, and then
Emboar.
Snivy and Oshawott didn't get any chance. It's like he caught all those Pokemon, and I've never seen so many Pokemon on his team that just never get an evolution.
True.
Ever.
And Snivy was such a cool Pokemon too, like her demeanor and attitude and everything. And
Yeah.
she's never there. She wasn't there enough. She never evolved and stuff like that, and you barely ever get to see her, even though she's such a cool Pokemon and stuff like that. And then I also never really had any kind of personal attachment, because whenever I watch shows, I like to be attached to certain characters, and Ash's Pokemon, I never felt attached to any of them. I was just like, oh, he caught a Swaddle. Swaddle's there for a couple episodes, evolved into the second stage evolution, then evolved into Leavanny, and then Leavanny's there, and then she's gone, and then she's at the end fighting in the tournament, and then she loses, and I'm just like, okay, Leavanny was just there, and now she's not. And
That was the dumb thing about Black and White, is he caught more Pokemon in that series than any other, but then that also caused some of our favorites to just be left in a fucking professor's box somewhere where you never got to see them again.
yeah, there was just too many there was too many Pokemon, not too many Pokemon, and when you have too many characters like that, it's kind of hard to make them all personal, and that just didn't work. So
Yeah. So
okay,
yes,
here.
D tier. I say it does get a rightful place behind Journeys, because at least Journeys is where Ash had his fateful battle for being
Yes.
world champion.
And then, like, towards the end, Ash, they tried to wrap up the show by, Ash seeing Butterfree again and all that stuff. So it's like that. But then Black and White is bad. So don't ever watch
Also,
Black and
one last thing. Can I point this out? Throughout his journey, he would slowly get better and better in the Pokemon League. Like in Diamond and Pearl, he made it all the way to the semifinals, right?
Yep.
In Black and White, they degraded him to only making it to the quarterfinals.
Yep.
And then Kalos is the season that had to bring him back to making it to the finals and actually make some progress. And it's
Right.
like, why did they have to have a season where he did worse?
Right, exactly. I don't know. Black and White is probably one of my. The game is like Black and White. The game is super good. It's probably a lot of people's favorites, especially the story. But the anime with Ash and Black and White, that was probably the worst.
Yeah, Black and White is the F tier dumpster fire.
It is.
That is probably akin to what my bowels felt when I ate Taco Bell a few days ago.
I did not need to know that, bro. Anyways.
Yo, I don't care.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna end the video here. If you guys if you guys agree with us, that is great. And if you guys don't, I don't care. It is our
Don't tell
opinion.
us.
Yeah, don't tell us. Don't whatever.
Don't tell us if you
Anyways-
didn't like it because that causes hate, and we don't want hate here. We just want to know that we're correct.
Yes. We will see you guys next time, and hope you guys have a good day.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.